industry.
I'm Chris J, the author of Beloved Warrior, The Rise and Fall of Alexis Arguello, and tonight I'm back here at Fox and the Hound in Ballantyne. I'm with manager Trevor Timmons. We're here for another great fight night. We have Pacquiao and Marquez. This isn't Pacquiao-Mayweather. Does that make a difference?
Oh, absolutely. You know, for the last several years, everybody's been looking and talking about getting that fight to happen, and every time we almost think it's going to happen, something happens and it falls apart. But that's what people are looking for. You know, Pacquiao fighting, Mayweather fighting are great, but you know, the thing that everybody wants, and hopefully they can get it done in the next year or two, because sooner or later they're not going to be such a marquee matchup. But you know, that's the one we're looking for, and all we got to hope is that Pacquiao comes back and shows that he really is, you know, the top tier fighter. You know, after that last fight against Bradley.
Well, people say that Pacquiao has maybe lost it a little, and boxing itself is kind of struggling. Have you noticed that when you have big fight nights, for big boxing fight nights?
Absolutely. You know, when we do the Pacquiao, when we do the Mayweathers, we get a great crowd for those, a big turnout, you know, very comparable to what we get with the real big UFCs. But at the same time, you know, the second tier fights, I mean, even last week we did the Cotto fight, and it was a real small turnout for it, you know, and there's just not as much interest. And I think it's, you know, a lot to do with the marketing of boxing compared to the marketing of UFC. We just don't see as much, you know, boxing on television anymore. I mean, you see the 24/7s on HBO, but that's about it. You can turn on 5 or 10 different sports channels and FX and Fox and see UFC stuff. You know, it's a shame because boxing is where, you know, the classic, and where, you know, it's all started, and where it really has been at forever.
Well, I know you love your job, and this is a great establishment. Certainly Friday and Saturday and Sunday are your big days, but you know, with college football winding down, is that what's it like? Is this your off season, or are things still picking up for Sunday with football?
Actually, wintertime going into spring is our on season with sports, because you know, you have college football get going. Professional football is going to be great all the way through January. You know, we're in North Carolina. North Carolina is basketball country. You know, and UNC and Duke and NC State all, you know, being in the top tier. We do a lot of Big Ten business, and we have a lot of Big Ten teams that are up there also. And that rolls all the way into March. You know, and then, you know, sadly we don't have hockey this year, but NBA basketball and everything. It's really when it gets into, you know, June, July, August, kind of the dog days of summer, where baseball is the only major sport that it really slows down sports-wise for us.
Will you have a prediction tonight for the fight?
I think Pacquiao's going to come back out, win it dominantly. You know, there's a lot of discussion on how he did, you know, who won that last fight, but I think Pacquiao's just going to not even bother with it. He's going to come out and crush it and say, hey, I am here, and I need to, you know, we need to make this this big Mayweather fight happen, and I do deserve, you know, to be in the ring with him.
I agree here with Trevor. We're at the Fox and the Hound in Ballantyne. I think we're going to see the old Manny Pacquiao come back one last time to show he's still great. If you get a chance, come over here tonight, watch some fights, have a drink. Either way, this is a great place for a fight night. Okay, we'll see you tonight.